for the third.
What up?
So, today's the day of the schedule release.
Today's that day.
Biggest one that we've already know about is the Bears and the Packers week 1. So, there we go with that. It's going to be great.
Do we know that one? Is that one officially released?
I'm pretty sure it's official.
Because I have a tweet here from the NFL that says the only officially released week 1 game is Buffalo at the Jets. Week
Pretty
1.
sure.
And the Lions at Chiefs for the season kickoff game. That's what I got. I don't think any of the Bears games have officially released.
They just showed the week 1s, I thought.
Did they?
I thought that. Aren't they showing them right now?
So?
There was a graphic that popped up for a second.
Oh, week 1. No. no, they've got just at least for me, they've got just the Jets up right now. Jets have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 primetime games and a Friday night game. Isn't that wild? Yeah, Friday night.
Did you hear about the
Black Friday, if I'm not mistaken?
Did you hear about how oh, there it is. Oh wait, no, these are Thanksgiving week games this season. All right. You got the Packers at the Lions, Commanders at the Cowboys, 49ers at the Seahawks, and on Friday, the Dolphins at the Jets. There's your Friday game you're talking about. There it is.
Yep, I think that's a Black Friday game. Yeah.
It is, yeah, it has to be.
I think that's right after Thanksgiving.
Biggest thing was, did you hear how originally the Bears were supposed to play the Chiefs? Oh, here's Christmas Day. Raiders and Chiefs at Christmas. Giants at Eagles. Ravens at 49ers. All right. Yeah, they were supposed to play the Chiefs in Germany. And the Chiefs were like fucking pissed off about it for some reason.
They were pissed off because the Bears pull a big home crowd.
The Bears pull a big home crowd everywhere they go, no matter where it is.
Yeah. Did you flip my camera?
I already did. Yeah.
Did you?
I think so.
I don't think so.
Do I need to flip it? I flipped it once. Do I need to flip it again?
No, I think you didn't flip it. I think you didn't flip it.
I know I flipped. The first thing I did was I flipped it.
Nope, I don't think you flipped it.
I'll flip it again. There you go.
I think that's the one. Yep. I think that's the right flip.
These are the national games. International. Falcons and Jaguars week 4. Jaguars Bills week 5. Ravens Titans week 6. Dolphins and Chiefs. So that's the game that got switched to because that was the Bears and the Chiefs.
Yep. Yeah, I think we play the Chiefs week 3 now? Is that what it was? This is a big day, man.
We play them at Arrowhead. I know that. We play them at Arrowhead.
Yep. It's a big day in the NFL world.
There you go. Week 1 is, what do we got here? Oh, Monday Night Football games. Okay, we got the Bills at the Jets week 1. Saints at Panthers week 2. Another week 2, we got Browns at Steelers. We got Eagles at Bucks week 3. And then we got the Rams at Bengals week 3. I assume that's how they're doing it, right? They got away first and then home second. It's usually what they do. Yeah, it is. Okay.
Yeah. No. It's away at. Yeah. It's whoever at whoever. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what they normally do.
Yeah.
Just putting an X there instead of having at or anything.
Yeah, I think it's weird because I think on some of these they're saying at and versus. So that I don't know. They don't have a system this year. They don't have a system.
A lot of fucking former Packers on the Jets this year.
What gives that away?
Well, it's the fact that I'm looking at the list here and I see five former Packers.
Did they sign Randall Cobb?
Oh yeah, a few weeks ago. I think last week they did.
I did not know that. I was on a boat.
No, you were back when they did. You were back.
Are you sure? I think I was on a boat.
No, you were back.
I think I was getting burnt to a crisp on a boat.
Pretty sure you were back.
But yeah, I've got a tweet here from NFL Twitter account. It says kickoff game is Lions at Chiefs. Week 1 Monday Night Football. We've got Buffalo at the Jets. So right away, Josh Allen, Aaron Rodgers play. Week 4, we've got a London game. All the international games. Week 4, 5. I love the international games because you just get football early in the morning, man. It makes the entire Sunday filled with football. It's awesome. There's no lead up. Yeah. Bengals at Chiefs week 17. Let's talk about that. That could, do you think they're locked by week 17? Seeding probably isn't locked, especially not in the competitive AFC. That could be the first. That could be for first seed. That would be wild.
That could be. As long as we
NFC Championship rematch on week 13. 49ers Eagles. Hopefully the Niners are healthy by then.
As long as we don't have another setup last year where you had the Damar Hamlin injury and the Bengals and the Bills.
I do believe they are refacing though. I believe the Bills and Chiefs, or the Bills and the Bengals play.
Got the Bears at the Vikings week 12 for Monday night. Chargers at Jets week 9. Broncos at Bills week 10. Eagles at Chiefs week 11. Okay. That's Joe Buck here. Fucking hate that guy.
Because he's Joe Buck. Come on.
He's terrible. Terrible Joe Buck.
No, he's like terrible. Joe Buck.
No, Joe Buck is the worst commentator ever. Terrible.
Here we go. Are you there right now for me on NFL Network? They're talking about the Jets. What do you think about the Jets?
What about the Jets or what?
Yeah, what do you think about the Jets as a team? They obviously got better this offseason, but what do you think about them? Like,
if anything, I think at most, this is the highest they'll be. It's a wild card team.
Really? You think so?
Wild card.
You're not falling for the Rodgers hype, is what you're telling me.
No, Rodgers is old. We witnessed it last year. He couldn't even beat the freaking Lions last year.
Okay. I don't know. I think it's new. I think it's a new Rodgers. I think he goes right back to MVP form.
I don't think so.
All right. So you think that the Jets fight for a wild card at best?
Yes.
Okay. Here's their schedule. We got the Bills. You say they probably lose that game then, huh?
You talking about the Jets right now? Jets versus Bills?
Yeah. We got the Jets. Jets, Bills. Who do you got?
Bills beat the Jets.
All right. Cowboys?
Cowboys beat the Jets.
Patriots?
Jets beat the Patriots.
Okay. All right. Chiefs? Oh, they have a hard schedule.
Chiefs beat the Jets.
Okay. I assume the Broncos you're not so high on, huh?
I don't know. They got Sean Payton now. If Russ goes back to playing great, sure. Right now, I'll say the Jets over the Broncos.
Okay, so I was gonna ask you, do you like? Because that's kind of two similar teams, right? The new head coach, the new quarterbacks, new-ish quarterbacks. Do you like what the Broncos are doing more than what the Jets are doing? I feel like they're similarly, they're in similar categories here.
I like the Jets getting Aaron Rodgers, don't get me wrong.
Okay.
I don't like them becoming the Green Bay Packers 2.0 though. That doesn't make sense to me. Build your own identity. You have a great player who got injured with his ACL last year, Breece Hall. Breece?
Yep.
Is it? Yeah. Okay.
Bryce.
Breece Hall. Is it Bryce
Breece?
or Breece? Isn't there a Bryce Hall? Nope. Bryce
think
Hall is a
there's
fucking
both.
TikToker. It's definitely Breece Hall.
It's Breece. It's Breece.
It's definitely Breece.
Bryce Hall's a fucking TikToker.
It's definitely Breece Hall. Breece Hall was great. He went to Iowa State, so I don't like him. I'll give him his dues.
Okay.
Great player. Got injured. It's always a question how you going to come back. Saquon tore his ACL. Came back rough,
Yeah.
but got better. You
Yeah,
know?
got way better.
So it depends on how he's going to play. The receiver, though, they got Garrett Wilson for the Jets.
Mm-hmm.
Who else do they have, really?
Mecole Hardman,
They just got him.
Alan Lazard,
Two guys that have done great their entire career, though, right? Like,
Randall Cobb. I mean,
do they don't have a true number one receiver on that team.
I think it's Garrett Wilson.
He would
I
be
think
the
Garrett
number one for
Wilson's
them,
the
but
one.
is he a proven number one on that team? I mean,
I think he is. Yeah. Yeah, I think he is.
and then if they start calling penalties on Sauce Gardner for his pass interference every time he fucking goes to block someone, we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
It's just I can't believe it how often he gets away with pass interference.
Yeah.
It is crazy to me. I've never seen a player get away. Every time the Jets fucking fan base want to show like how good he is, it's always him just blanketing the guy, never turning around and just doing this. Every time. And they're like, wow, what a block. No, that's pass interference.
All right, so who do you like better? Back to my original question. Broncos, Jets. In that similar category.
Right now, Jets.
Okay.
Right now, Jets.
All right.
I think Broncos
Okay.
have better receivers, but right now I think the Jets are going to play better.
I mean, weren't they planning on trading?
Like everyone.
Yeah, everybody, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were gonna just blow it all up, huh?
They were, yeah. I like the Jets more than Broncos though.
Okay. All right. That was good. Let's talk Bears. Let's talk our lovely Bears. I think I've
Do we
got
have
the,
week
the
one
full
for the Bears yet?
schedule.
Okay.
I think I've got the full thing.
Okay.
I've got the full thing. All right. It's not going week by week. It's not going week by week. Oh, no. Okay, we're good, bud. Here we go. So week 1. Bears week 1. We got the Packers in the 4:00 window, if I'm not mistaken.
There's a team that wears blue and orange in a city, starts with a C, has a Hikag in the middle, and ends in O. Bears 100, Packers 0.
All right.
Bears 100, Packers 0.
Very good. And then they go and play your uncle's team. They go and play the Bucks.
Bears 100, Bucks 2.
Okay, all right.
I
then
can't see them losing to the Buccaneers. I just don't see it happening.
I'm with you, by the way. I'm with you so far. All right. 2-0. We start the season. All right.
100%.
2-0, and then we got the Chiefs. At the Chiefs.
I will say, last time the Bears played at Arrowhead Stadium was 2015.
Yep.
Patrick Mahomes wasn't there. Trubisky wasn't here. No one was here. No one was there. The Bears won 17-15, I believe the score was. It was either 17-15 or 18-16. Anyway.
All right.
I'm going to say, I think it's going to be close. Close. Barring any injuries.
Yep.
Either
We can't predict injuries.
Barring any injuries to either team.
Yep.
Bears 28, Chiefs 25.
Oh, you're giving us scores. You're spoiling us over
Bears
here.
28, Chiefs 25. Call me
Okay, so
Nostradamus,
you-
I already know it.
You say we're 3-0. You got the big 3-0.
I seriously believe that Justin Fields, with a full set of offense on both lines and throwing too, I think he's gonna have a great time. I think he's gonna do good. Especially Chiefs lost Frank Clark. They got my boy Izuki or whatever.
Yeah, Felix.
Felix. I don't
Yeah.
see him chasing Justin Fields over the field all day. I think Fields is going to have probably about 100 rushing yards too, because I think he's going to have to break away a lot. But I see probably a 300-yard game in the air.
Oh, okay. All right.
300 yards, 3 touchdowns.
Do you think we get our first
4,000
4,000-yard passer in Justin Fields this
year? I do.
Yeah.
I do believe it.
Really?
If
You've
he
got
doesn't-
high expectations. I like that.
If he doesn't get 4,000 yards, I see him getting 3,500 and 600 on the ground. I think no matter what,
4,000 all-purpose.
4,000 all-purpose, no matter what.
Okay. So I've got the Bears schedule. The Bears Twitter account tweeted out a picture.
Okay.
And the very first comment on it, shout out Drunk Ryan Poles, of course.
Of course.
Bears Twitter loves Drunk Ryan Poles. He goes 17-0 or bust. The first fucking tweet. The first response on it.
That's my boy. He follows me. He follows me. I don't know if you knew that. He follows me.
There you go. Drunk Ryan Poles. We love him.
Drunk Ryan Poles is a great man.
Come on the show, Drunk
I'd love
Ryan
to have
Poles.
Drunk Ryan Poles on here. Dude's got a
That'd be sweet.
glass of Hennessy sitting. You can sit like right over there somewhere, you know. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna clip this and I'm gonna add it. I'm gonna send it right to him. I'm gonna say, hey, Drunk Ryan Poles, we'd love to have you on the show. You're my boy.
We'd love to have you. Talk Bears.
Talk Bears, baby.
Full
Talk
Bears
Bears.
show. All right, back to the schedule. We've got the Chiefs. You say we take the Chiefs.
I think it's
at Arrowhead.
At Arrowhead. I know it's crazy, but I think people are people don't understand that there's gonna be a lot of Bears fans at Arrowhead. There's gonna be a lot.
That's why it didn't go as an international game, because both teams travel. Those teams travel.
Yep.
So then we got Denver at home.
We have Denver at home.
We have Denver at home. How do you like that?
We're starting 4-0. We're starting 4-0.
All right. Let's go.
Denver at home. We're starting 4-0.
And then we've got your favorite team in the entire league, Washington. We've got Washington at a night game too. Oh,
it's 200-0 easily. We're starting 5-0.
That's a Thursday night game.
Thursday 300-0.
Okay, all right. We go. We got home against the Vikings.
I think that could be a loss.
Really? You're gonna go week 6, the first loss to the Vikings?
I think it's a loss. I hope it's not. I think
at home.
Though. At home, I
think. At our house?
I think it is.
Okay, all right.
We notoriously lately we've played poorly against the Vikings when they have their. I think we lost to them when they had their backups, like 2 years ago or last year.
You know, okay. For first 6 games, I'm with you in terms of the record. All right.
You think
we're
we
5-1 going through week 6?
You think we beat everyone but the Chiefs?
Yeah. Okay. That's what I got.
That's fair. That's fair.
You
can't put it past Patrick Mahomes.
You got it.
You can't put it past Patrick Mahomes. I get it.
Yeah. So then we've got back-to-back home games, Vikings, and then we've got the Raiders. We bring the Raiders to town.
We bring the Raiders to town. We beat the Raiders.
Bring the Raiders. All right, Raiders in a noon slot. And then we got another night game at the Chargers. What happens here?
Night game against at the Chargers?
At the Chargers, yep. It's 11-5, so that's going to be a Sunday night football.
I think we probably lose.
Carey's going to be on.
Oh, Carey. Well, you got to add the Carey. You got to add the Carey effect into this. You know,
the Carey factor, yep. In San Diego. Ooh,
honestly,
in
Chargers,
LA, my bad.
Chargers don't have a big fan base. They do not have a big fan base in LA. There's probably more Bears fans in LA than there are Chargers fans. And also, do they have the same head coach as last year? Or did they fire him, get someone new?
No.
He's terrible. He's terrible at his decision making. Terrible.
Okay. You don't like Staley, huh?
I was going to say that the Bears might lose to them, but no, I feel pretty confident. I think Herbert has underperformed. I get everyone loves him. He's a great player. Don't get me wrong. You build a team around him. I think he's underperformed his entire career so far.
Okay.
And he's had a lot to work with around him.
Okay.
I don't know, though, because Khalil Mack just might decide to just fucking bend us over and fuck us in the ass. But I think
Khalil Mack effect. So we've got a lot of effects at play here, right? We got the carry effect, Sunday Night Football. All right. We got the Brandon Staley effect, right? The Brandon Staley effect. We got that in play. We got the Khalil Mack effect working against us. What do you got? Win or lose? At LA.
I think it's a win.
All right. Okay. All right. And then we go back-to-back away games. We go to New Orleans.
New Orleans.
Derek Carr. Derek Carr.
At New Orleans?
At New Orleans.
I think the Saints beat us.
Wow. Again, like you're taking weird ones, I think. I don't know. I would venture to say we lose to LA. Yeah, and we. Mm-hmm.
Are we at the same record? Are we thinking same record right now? Though? Are we sitting?
Yeah. For the most part, I think it's the same record. We are so far through 9 games. We're 7-2, is what we got.
Okay.
We're 7-2 through 9 games. Then rapid fire round. Here we go. We got Panthers at home, away against the Lions, away against the Vikings.
I think we win all 3 of those games.
All right, now we've differed. I think we lose 1 to the Vikings, and I think we lose 1 to the Lions. We'll just go with the away games. We lose both of those.
I'm gonna tell you right now, after what that stupid son of a bitch Amon-Ra St. Brown said about the Bears, I don't see us losing to them. I don't. I see Jalen Hurts grabbing him, putting him into a Ric Flair figure 4 leg lock in the middle of the field, hitting him with the woo, and is fucking bending it back. That's what I see happening. That is what I see.
Okay.
I see him not even being able to play the second time. Not even happening because his fucking leg is going to be so far up his own fucking ass. He's got nothing he can do.
And you said Justin Fields is going to do that to Amon-Ra?
No. Jalen Johnson.
Oh, okay. Jalen Johnson. Tremaine Edmonds, maybe.
Justin Fields might come by and fucking drop the elbow on him, too, just on the sideline. Just coming off. But...
Okay. All right. So you say we win all 3 of those games. All right. I like it. Like I said, through the first 12, I've got us at 8-4. Through the first 12 into the bye week 13.
I got us at 10-2, I believe.
Okay. All right. Then we take the Lions at home.
I think we beat them again. You're taking the W on that one, I believe.
Yeah. I'll take the W there. Yep. Then we got the Brownies. Got the Browns.
That really depends on. It depends on if
that's a flex game, by the way. TBD on the time.
It depends on Deshaun Watson, how he plays, because he played god awful when he came back last year.
Yes, he did.
It depends on. Justin Fields' first game ever was against the Browns, where he was sacked 9 times.
Correct.
It depends on if that's still lingering in his mind, or if he's ready to fucking throw that back and just prove and drop fucking 400 yards on him,
Yeah.
It depends on if the offensive line will hold up, which my only question is our center, Cody Whitehair.
Yeah.
I think he'll be injured by then, though.
You think Cody's going to be injured by week 15?
I do.
Okay.
I don't know.
And then
Cody
rapid fire the last
healthy in a while.
Rapid fire the last 3. We got home against the Cardinals, home against the Falcons, and finish the season away against the Packers. Do we sweep the Packers? You've got us sweeping the whole division so far, right?
No, I got us losing to the Vikings.
Losing to the Vikings, yeah. Okay.
I think we sweep the Packers because I think they're going to be tanking at this point.
Okay, we sweep the Packers and we sweep the Lions because we go woo with the people's elbow.
The figure 4 and the elbow drop, yeah.
Okay, all right.
I think the only team we don't sweep is the Vikings. I think we go 1-1. And honestly, you could switch it up between the home and away, either or. I think we lose one. I think we win one. And
okay.
Who are the other two teams?
And you're not worried about the Cardinals or the Falcons at home in our house?
Falcons, no. Well, Falcons
Cardinals by week 16? You think the Cardinals by week 16? I mean, Kyler's long gone by then, right?
I don't know. Kyler's back by week 1. I don't know if he ever comes back.
I don't think he's going to be back by week 1. I don't think he's going to be healthy by week 8.
No, I think at that point the Cardinals are also tanking.
Okay.
I think there's a lot of tanking going on at this point. I think they're
I'm not going to lie, the Bears have
a
a cupcake schedule.
It's not bad. I saw the strength of schedule for him, and it was like 47%. I was like, that's kind of high. You know, it's like top 20 of all the teams.
Mm-hmm.
But it's after looking into it, you go game by game. It's not bad.
Yeah,
now,
honestly.
Here's the real question: can you pull up the Panthers schedule?
Oh yeah, of course I can. So just to finish off the Bears talk, the way too early predictions, schedule release day. 5/11/2023, you have the Bears at a finishing record of, we're talking, what?
Is it 17 games? 15-2.
15-2. Wow.
Losing to the Saints and the Vikings.
I'll go 10 or 11 wins. I'll go 10 or 11.
People saying we ain't getting 7 wins though, I think is crazy after looking at the schedule.
Oh, absolutely crazy.
Insane.
10. I'm talking insane. 10 minimum. 10 minimum is what I'm looking at. I mean, Chiefs you could put down as a loss. Chargers you could put down as a loss. Like I said, Vikings, Lions once. Packers we sweep because they're shit, and then throw in another weird loss somewhere. That's 5 losses. That's 10 wins, right? That's 12 wins. We're chilling.
Yeah. Should be playoffs. Wild card at a minimum,
100%.
I believe.
100%. All right. On to the Panthers. Let's see how our pick's gonna do. Carolina Panthers. Here's the schedule. All right. We've got Atlanta. Ooh, all right. Let's get in the headspace. Panthers, right? Let's talk Panthers.
Okay.
We've got Adam Thielen, old man Adam Thielen. Love him. Old man Adam Thielen. I think they have DJ Chark nowadays.
No.
Bryce Young.
DJ Chark's on the Jags, isn't he?
I don't think so. I think they got DJ Chark.
DJ Chark is... Oh, he is the Panthers. Okay.
He's a Panther. Yep. So we got DJ Chark. We got old man Adam Thielen. We've got
They drafted a wide receiver too.
Did they?
I'm pretty sure.
Doesn't matter. Miles Sanders.
Do they have Miles Sanders now?
They have Miles Sanders.
When's the last time Miles Sanders actually stayed healthy though?
I mean, I thought he was healthy last year for the Eagles.
Hold on, I gotta look at the.
They still got Brian Burns. I'm
trying to look at their positions.
Brian Burns. Who's the DT? Derek Brown. They still have him. So I mean, they've got weapons. They've got some stuff.
I'm looking at their wide receivers right now. You got Jonathan Mingo.
That's the guy they drafted, right?
Yeah, Adam Thielen. Derek Wright. Rashard Higgins, Terrace Marshall Jr., Andre Roberts, CJ Saunders, DJ Chark, Damiere Byrd, X-Bear, Shi Smith, Laviska Shenault Jr., Preston Williams. That's a bottom 5 wide receiving core in the league.
Okay. I mean, I think Adam Thielen and DJ Chark bring that way up. They both had... I mean, DJ Chark had a great season.
Adam Thielen's old.
I don't know. I think he still got it. I like Adam Thielen.
What were his stats last year?
Either way, here I'll send you the schedule. We've got Atlanta, New Orleans, Seattle through the first 3. Atlanta, New Orleans,
716 Seattle. Yards last year with 6 touchdowns.
It's not bad.
It's not exactly good. Played all.
So Atlanta, New Orleans, Seattle through the first 3 for the Carolina Panthers. Who do you got? How many wins?
we
Atlanta,
go.
New Orleans, Seattle.
Okay. They beat Atlanta, lose Seattle, lose New Orleans. So they're 1-2 right now.
Okay. Minnesota, Detroit, Miami.
That's all losses.
All right.
They're starting. They're starting
Yeah.
on that entire side of the screen.
1-6. Okay. Then you got Houston and Indy.
I think.
It's a podcast.
Yeah. I think they lose to both of them.
Houston
Will-
and Indy.
I think Will Anderson makes a night. I do. I think they lose to both.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'll get nah. Who do
I
the
want to give them
Panthers have on
Houston, right?
defense? I want to give them Indy almost.
Really?
I think
Brian Burns, Derek Brown. What are we thinking here?
I think they beat Indy.
What, Von Bell? I think they got Von Bell as well.
I think they beat
Safety?
Indy. I think they lose to Houston.
Okay. Either way, you've got them at 2 wins through the first 9.
Yeah. Lose to Chicago, lose to Dallas, lose to Tennessee, lose to Tampa Bay, lose to New Orleans. I think they
Split with Atlanta, you're saying?
They beat Atlanta that time.
Oh, so they sweep Atlanta.
They sweep Atlanta. They lose
Okay.
to Green Bay, lose to Jacksonville, lose to Tampa Bay. I got them winning 3 games this entire season.
Wow. Okay, here, this is what I got. I got I think I got probably 2 games here, and we'll call it. I think they got 1 against Tampa. I mean, Tampa's a terrible team right now. Just terrible. So I think they've got 3, maybe 4. And
I can see that.
I mean, 3 wins. 3 wins was the number 1 seed this year. So
number 1 pick. I mean, yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
And
number 1 pick.
who has that pick if they get 3 wins?
Yep. I know. All right. That's not bad.
I like the chances. I
mean, Tennessee's probably shit tier this. I don't know. Actually, if Ryan Tannehill's still playing in week 12, Tennessee could win. Yeah. I like that. 3 or 4 wins at best for the Panthers. Sorry, Panthers fans. I like your states. That's about it.
Yeah, I wonder why you like the states.
That's wild. That's wild. Who else are we gonna look at? Who else do you want to see?
Let's see the Packers schedule. See what the Packers.
Let's see the Packers schedule. All
See
right, I
Packers
can't believe
look
I'm
like.
searching this. I'm gonna have to clear my search history after this.
Hey, put yourself in incognito mode first.
Yeah. You're right. I should have done that. All right, we've got. They also play the NFC South, so it's a bit of a cupcake schedule. They play the South, and then they play the AFC West. Yeah, so it's not great. We've got the Bears, the Falcons, the Saints through the first 3. Bears, Falcons, Saints. You know what? I think the Falcons have a chance. They have a real chance to come out hot, I think. I mean, they've got a lot of offensive firepower. They've got a lot.
Bears beat them for sure. I think the Saints beat them.
Give me Atlanta. 0-3. The Packers start the season 0-3 for the first time since
Who did Atlanta draft this year?
1957 or something.
Who did Atlanta draft this year?
Bijan Robinson.
Ooh,
They have
that's
Kyle
right.
Pitts. They have.
Yeah, I'm giving them. Atlanta beats them too. 0-3 they start.
They've got a lot of offensive firepower. I mean, I don't care who's behind, under center. It could be Taylor Heineke. I think Taylor Heineke is a beast. And then they have an early bye, the Packers do. Week 6 bye. So, hopefully that's terrible. We've got the Lions, the Raiders, and the Broncos. I think Russ is Russ. They lose there. I'll give them... Jimmy G. Jimmy G's going to come to town. He's going to take them... They're 0-6.
That's not what I want to hear.
What do you mean? That's not what you want to hear.
I need them to have at least 4 wins. I want them
Don't
right
worry,
in the fucking middle. I want them right in the middle.
Just mediocrity forever.
I think they beat the Raiders.
You think they do, huh?
think they beat the Raiders. I don't think
Who's
they beat the
left
Broncos.
Who's left on the Packers?
Oh, they got Lucas Van Ness.
They sure do. They sure do.
And
I don't know. First 6, I got them 0-6, man.
I got them 1-5.
That's a gauntlet.
I got them 1-5.
All right, then they got Minnesota. They probably lose there, right?
They lose there.
The Rams, LA Rams. You think McVay's gonna have a losing season or a terrible season? Probably not. Probably not as terrible
I think.
as the
Are
Packers.
they playing at the Rams? Or are they playing here?
It doesn't matter, right? LA doesn't fill out.
I think that the Packers beat the Rams.
They are home. They are home against the Rams.
I think they beat the Rams.
So you got them 2 through the first 9 weeks. You got them 2 wins. All right.
2 wins.
Steelers. You think Mitch comes to town and just owns them, right?
I think Tiny Hands is playing. I think they beat the Steelers.
I think Tiny Hands is probably gonna play.
I think they beat the Steelers.
Wait, you say whoa. The green and gold beat the black and yellow?
I believe so.
Okay.
I believe so.
All right. We got the Chargers,
They lose there.
the Lions.
I think they split with the Lions.
Okay. The Chiefs, they lose. The Giants, is that a for sure loss or what?
Depends on who's injured by that week. Is Saquon still healthy by that?
That's
Is
14.
Is Saquon still on the Giants at that point?
That's December. That's past the trade deadline, so
Yeah, is Saquon still there by then or no?
he might not be.
Do the Giants have a bad start? Do they trade Saquon to bring someone else in?
They might. He's only tagged.
I think
only on the
they
franchise tag.
beat the Giants. I think they somehow beat the Giants.
Okay. So you've got them at how many wins right now? You've got them at
I think it's 4 or
what,
5.
4?
I got 'em at.
Yeah. Okay. Then they got the Bucks, who are terrible.
I think they beat the Bucks.
Then they got the Panthers.
What did I get? Did I give Green Bay the win?
I don't remember. I was just trying to think about that.
I think I gave Green Bay the win, and I'll give Green Bay the win again against the Panthers.
Okay. Vikings and Bears, they lose, I
They
assume,
lose
right?
both those, yeah.
All right,
they
so
end
they've
up
got
with
what, 5
6
wins?
5 or 6
Okay.
wins, yeah.
All right, that's mediocrity enough.
It's looking like you're sitting at the 7th draft pick right there. That's probably where
Yep.
you're at.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah. Sit right fucking in the middle. Everyone good is gone. You ain't
Yep.
getting Caleb Williams. You ain't getting Marvin Harrison Jr. No one. I just need
Yep.
the Bears or the Panthers to have a top 3 pick, and I'll be happy. Top 2 most likely. Gotta have the number
Yep.
2 pick at least. Because I would love Marvin Harrison Jr.
Oh my God. Here we go. Here we go. Here is the entire. Oh my gosh, this is the entire schedule. There we go. I make it big. All right, here we go. The entire NFL schedule. We've got Black Friday games. We've got, whoa, do we have a lot of Black Friday games or what?
Jesus, I don't even know.
Oh, we've got just 2, it looks like.
I'm gonna try to do this.
No, just one Black Friday game.
Let me see.
Figured out how to read this thing. Here we go. I got it. So ooh. Do we have 2 Sunday night games? 2. Oh. Can you put that up there?
Try to make it fit. It's got to really look into it, but there it is.
Can we put this on the screen? Is this copyrighted? Shit.
Right here, he's got to hide the fact that it's the NFL. Ready? Here you go. This is what you do.
No, I think that's not what you do at all. I think you got to give him credit where credit's due. This is definitely definitely not from the NFL.
Why do they get this? Is a fucking. All right, here's what you do. You ready? You ready for this shit? You ain't ready for this. This is gonna be fun.
Oh, I ain't ready for it at all.
You ain't ready for this. Which one is it? Hold on, I gotta find the right thing. Okay, ready?
Yep, I'm ready. I've been ready. I'm waiting. I'm watching. Still waiting.
There. Now it's just a background.
Okay. All right. I love it. All right.
It's just
Sorry,
my
Bean.
background, you know?
Sorry. The beans got to go.
Just for now, the bean's got to go. The bean will be back. Don't worry. The bean always
All
comes
right.
back. Just for now, there it
All
is.
right. So do me a favor and turn around and tell me who's going to win.
Well, here
All
you
right,
go.
tell me-
See, right,
What do we got? Point at week 1 for me. Come on.
right about there. You got Arizona at Washington. Right there.
Yeah.
It's sunny. You may have a few sprinkles. Oh, wait, no, it's not the weather.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's not the weather.
It's like hurricane season right here.
Hurricanes, you better watch all over here. You might have a little bit of torrential
Right
rain.
around here. You know, this area.
Arizona doesn't have a bad schedule, it looks like. I mean, they have a chance.
Yeah. I mean, Kyler Murray's gonna, blow out the other ACL. He's just that kind of player, man. I don't see Kyler.
Small
staying
quarterbacks
healthy.
aren't the way to go. Small quarterbacks aren't the way to go.
So I assume you're not a Bryce Young fan, huh?
I would have taken Stroud number 1.
All right. I'm not saying I'm with you, but I'm with you. Who else do we got? Buffalo? Looks like Buffalo's walking right into the playoffs.
I mean,
It looks like they got the AFC East. Obviously, that's their division. They've got the AFC West. West? Yeah, they got the AFC West.
Buffalo?
Yeah, Buffalo's got the AFC West, and then they have, it looks like, the NFC East for most of their games.
They got a lot of NFC East, yeah.
Yeah.
You got to realize.
So
though,
the East, they probably can sweep.
If Buffalo has that schedule, though, I mean, what is Pittsburgh looking like? Pittsburgh's kind of got a tough schedule.
I don't see you doing a whole lot of pointing. Come on. Show me where Pittsburgh is, would you?
Trying to read it first here. Pittsburgh.
Show me. Come on. I need you to tell me. Pittsburgh's right here.
There.
Pittsburgh's right there. Yeah, exactly.
Right there.
Yeah.
So Pittsburgh might get a few sprinkles.
Yep.
Right there.
Yep. Couple sprinkles.
Coming across. I don't know how they're gonna do. I think the easiest schedule on here though is. I'm really trying to figure this out.
Do we have strength of schedule?
There is a strength of schedule that came out already.
Oh, really?
I actually had it open before they had.
Okay.
I don't have it open anymore. They had the easiest schedule is the Falcons. Falcons have the easiest schedule.
Yeah, I could see that. And honestly, I could see them. Fucking around and getting into the playoffs. So somebody's got to get in the playoffs in that division, right?
I mean, if you're
The
looking,
Bucks suck. The Falcons, Panthers.
Where's the thing I need?
Who's the last one?
It's the No. Where are they at over here? Atlanta. Okay, second. Right there. You got Atlanta. You got week 1. You got them at Carolina. I think. Who did I say wins? I don't remember. I think I said Atlanta beats Carolina. I think Atlanta beats Carolina. I think Green Bay. No, I think Atlanta beats Green Bay. I think the Lions beat Atlanta. Jacksonville beats them. They beat Houston. Washington loses to Atlanta. So right now they got what do they got? 3 wins right now. They're 3
I think Atlanta's underrated.
They're 4-2. They got Tampa. I put them at 5-2. They got Tennessee 5-3, Minnesota 5-4, Arizona 6-4, New Orleans 6-5, Jets 6-6, Tampa Bay 6-7, Carolina 7-7, Indiana 8-7, Chicago 8-8. Well, honestly, no. I'd say they're an 8-9 team by the end of this. I think.
I've got them at just about 9 wins. Yeah.
I got them at 8-9.
Yeah. I mean, does that get you just 9 wins in the NFC South? I mean, that's what got them into the playoffs
That
last
could give
year,
them
right?
the division. That could give them the division.
That got the Bucks in.
That could give them the division. It's just such a shit show in NFC South.
Who do we got for New Orleans? New Orleans is the only other one competing for that division, right?
Yeah.
So they beat Tennessee.
I mean, I think New Orleans takes
Carolina.
the division. Atlanta might make it in on a wild card, depending on how.
I don't think 9 wins gets you a wild card, though, right?
Then I think New
I think there's
Orleans
probably
has.
be teams.
I think New Orleans has to have the NFC South. I think it is their division to lose.
Definitely, there's to lose. Yeah.
Atlanta has a chance. I don't think Tampa
Atlanta
Bay
definitely
has
has
any
a chance.
and I don't think the Carolina Panthers have any chance. But I think
No.
Atlanta and New Orleans could go.
Yep.
It's kind of a toss.
Who's the hardest schedule? Do you have the? You said you had the
It's
strength
the
of
Eagles.
schedule.
Eagles is the
The
hardest.
Eagles.
schedule.
That makes sense.
Yep. It's I looked at it.
That
I think
makes
the
sense.
Chiefs have the 15th hardest.
Nice.
kinda crazy.
Chiefs going back to the Super Bowl then, huh?
It's kind of crazy that the 15th the Super Bowl winners have the 15th rank, because you would think strength of schedule they should go by who did the best.
Well,
you know?
no, because you play mainly you mainly play 2 divisions and then you play yours, and that's most of your games. So if I'm not mistaken, every division plays the same divisions. So I believe the NFC North this year plays the NFC South. So Packers, Bears, Vikings, we're all going to play teams in the NFC South, and then we also play teams in the AFC West this year, as well as our own teams.
Yeah.
So similar things with the Chiefs, right? The Chiefs are obviously playing the NFC North, and it looks like the AFC
East?
East is what it looks like. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's the East.
Oh yeah, it is. the
Yeah.
East. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the East.
Yeah.
So the NFC South is a cakewalk, right? Which would make sense why Kansas City's going to have a good time, you know? But for example, Kansas City's also playing the AFC East. So that means the AFC West and the AFC East are playing. Those are 2 really good divisions right now. So,
That's true. That's true.
you know, the Bills, who play the AFC West, are going to have a really tough schedule,
It's true.
because it looks like the Bills play, what did we say, the West and then the NFC East. So the NFC East is
we have for them. Yes.
no real cakewalk.
Say another team you gotta watch out for though is Baltimore. Baltimore should make a ways. They should be at least.
What are they at strength of schedule wise? What do we got Baltimore at?
Let me check.
It looks like they are having a good time, honestly. I think they've
Baltimore
got the
is
AFC,
21. 21.
They've got the AFC North. Yeah, pretty easy schedule. AFC North and AFC South. They are in the North. Duh.
I mean, let's just go game by game for them. Houston,
Win.
Houston, that's a win. Cincinnati, probably a loss.
Loss. Yeah.
Indiana, that's a win.
Win.
Cleveland, that's a win.
Win. Pittsburgh, win. Tennessee, win.
Lions,
Detroit, win.
Arizona,
Yeah.
win. I think Seahawks beat
Yeah.
them. Cleveland,
Yeah,
win.
it could be a toss up.
Cincinnati, they lose again. I don't think they split. I think they lose both. Chargers, I'll give them the
Three.
Chargers. I think the Chargers could win it. Rams, they
Okay.
win. Jacksonville, they lose. San Francisco, they lose. Miami, they win. Pittsburgh, they win. I mean, what? They're
So
looking at 6
5
losses?
or 6 losses. Yeah. So they're definitely a 10-win team.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a good look. But is it good enough in the AFC? The AFC is a tough division.
It is. The AFC,
So-
they're AFC East also, aren't they?
The Ravens, they're the
Yes.
AFC North.
Are they AFC North? Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
They've got a
AFC
relatively easy division, minus Cincinnati. So
Yeah.
Cincinnati probably wins it. I assume Baltimore plays for the wild card at 10 or 11 wins. It's just, I mean,
what is Cincinnati?
who else? Who else? The AFC is probably full of realistically like 10-win teams. They're not all going to get 10 wins though, because they're all going to take each other out.
It's true. It's true. You
I mean,
never
if you
know
look
who's
at
going to win in a division matchup, because anyone could win.
Yeah. I mean, look at it. Like, Baltimore probably fights for the playoffs. Buffalo fights for the playoffs for sure, right? Cincinnati can't have the playoffs without them. Does Denver maybe play for a playoff spot? Do you think Denver's in it?
Man, let's look at Denver's schedule. Las Vegas week 1, Denver wins. Washington, Denver wins. Miami, I think Denver wins. I don't think Tua is going to have a good year. I think Tua's going to struggle. So Denver's starting off 3-0. Chicago, Denver loses. Jets, Denver loses. Kansas City, Denver loses. Now they're 3-3.
Yeah.
Green Bay,
they win.
Kansas City again, they lose again. So they're 4-4.
Yeah.
They got to bye.
Buffalo they lose. Minnesota, they probably lose.
Minnesota, they probably lose. Yeah. I think Cleveland, Houston, LA, or Chargers and Detroit, New England, and Chargers, and Las Vegas. I think they could win every one of those games.
Okay, so they just win out the next fucking, what is that? The last 6?
Let's see, they win 1, 2,
7,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they win
the last 7.
And I think
so
they
that's a playoff team.
They can win Minnesota too. I think they could.
So that's a playoff team. You just told me what, 10, 11 wins basically.
That should be a playoff team.
So we're looking at again Baltimore,
you're in the division
Buffalo,
with the Chiefs.
Cincinnati, Denver. Who else? We've got 4 potential playoff teams. All right. Jacksonville, they probably win the South.
I mean, I don't see any other team winning the South.
Kansas City has to play, right?
Yeah.
Miami maybe fights for something. Does Vegas fight for something?
I don't think Vegas fights for anything. I think Miami was a one-hit wonder last year.
Okay.
Especially looking at their schedule.
Yeah, because they have the Jets and the Bills both in their division.
They got a tough schedule. I mean, week 1, Los Angeles Chargers. I think the Chargers beat Miami. I think they beat New England. They lose to Denver. They lose to Buffalo. They lose to the Giants. They beat Carolina. So you're starting out with what, 2-4? 2-4 starting it. Lose to Philadelphia, 2-5. Beat New England again, so 3-5. Lose to Kansas City, 3-6. They beat Vegas, 4-6. Lose to the Jets.
Yeah, they're just gonna be mediocre.
4-7. Beat Washington, 5-7. They could beat Tennessee, 6-7. Lose to the Jets, 6-8.
They're just going to be
Dallas,
even.
And they're probably going to be 6-11 is what it looks like. Looks like a 6-11 team.
I mean, so what? We've got, I think we just took the playoff teams out of the AFC, right? We got Baltimore, Buffalo, Cincinnati. Okay.
Yep.
Denver is going to sneak in, we think. Jacksonville, Kansas City.
Yep.
And the Jets. Those are the 7.
Now it makes me wonder. Just talking about that made me think of one thing. The Commanders, they should have the number 1 pick this year.
You think?
I mean, look at their schedule. They got Arizona week 1. That's a toss-up. I'm gonna say though that Arizona wins. They got Denver wins. Buffalo wins. Philadelphia, Chicago, Atlanta, New York, Philadelphia, New England, Seahawks, Giants, Dallas, Miami, Rams, and Jets in San Francisco and Dallas. They get maybe 2-3 wins. Maybe.
I mean, they're like 0-17. Holy shit.
That is rough.
That's a gauntlet, yeah.
I think they could maybe pull off a win against the Giants in New England. So there's 2 wins. They could maybe beat the Rams. 3 wins.
That is a whoo. That's a tough division, or that's a tough schedule right there.
I think going at the end of the year, if you take the record of all these teams and you redo the strength of schedule to see who fought like the hardest opponents, I think Washington will have the hardest strength of schedule by the end of it.
I could definitely see that because Denver's gonna bounce back, right? The Giants. I mean, they could be better. They could be a whole lot better. They could be a whole lot worse, right? They're a weird team. Atlanta, I think they're going to be better. Seattle, I think, might just be better. That's really tough. That's really tough. The Jets are better, right?
I can't see Washington not ending up getting the first overall pick and drafting Caleb Williams this year. I just don't see it. There's no other team on here that I think has a tougher schedule than Washington. And not just toughness of who they're playing, toughness about who they have on their team also. Because, again, who are you coming out with week 1 for the Commanders? Sam fucking Howell. Because you decided not to go get Will Levis. Which, if you're willing to just tank the year and get Caleb Williams, I understand. I understand. Yep. But you solidified yourself as probably ending up with the worst record in the league. That is my prediction. That is my prediction. I think Washington has the number 1 pick. Who do you think ends up with the number 1 pick? Based on just looking at all this.
I mean, if you're asking me, I definitely don't disagree with you. I think Washington's a top candidate for sure. Yeah. I mean, you guys let us know. Let us know who you think's going to be the worst team. We want to know who's the worst team in the NFL.
Yeah,
all right?
Not the best, the worst.
No, we talk about the worst teams. All right, we're Bears fans. Mediocrity is our middle name. But not this year.
No,
not this year.
Not this. This year's a good year.
People's elbow, right down on it.
It's a good year. I don't know. I think Washington gets the first pick. I'm hoping Carolina gets 2 or 3.
Top 5. Give me top 5. Yeah.
Just give me something where if it comes down to it, the Bears could trade up with their, use both firsts and trade up. Do something.
Yeah. I mean, we know there's 2 quarterbacks that are going to go, right? Like Drake May, Caleb Williams.
Question is, it's Caleb Williams number 1. I'm almost certain of it. Does Marvin Harrison Jr. go 2? Does Drake May go 2? Where does Marvin Harrison go?
I think he probably starts at 4.
I remember reading an article that it said when Marvin Harrison enters the league, as soon as he signs his contract, he is immediately a top 10 wide receiver in this league. Immediately.
Yeah. That's wild, isn't it?
He is Calvin Johnson 2.0. As soon as he steps on the field, he is a difference maker.
Yeah.
Only hope is maybe he gets injured, misses a couple games, falls a little bit, No offense, Marvin. Fuck your college
career. No, we don't need him to fall. We don't need him to fall. We'll come get you, buddy. We'll come get you.
It all depends on the Panthers. Really all depends on them.
Panthers, please suck. Just for 1 year.
Oh, please.
1 year. Just suck for 1 year.
Yes, we need it. Need it badly. I mean, is there any other teams on here that you see that just kind of surprise you? That you think that they're sleepers? They might end up making it good.
Honestly, I see a lot of bad teams. You know what I mean? Like, I see a lot of bad teams this year. I see Arizona could be terrible. All right. Carolina could be terrible. Cleveland could be terrible. Green Bay could be terrible. Houston could still be terrible. Indy could be. They could have some rough patches. They could be terrible.
I think Indy is going to be terrible.
The Rams could be terrible. I mean, the Rams could be terrible. Is Matthew Stafford back, or how bad is that injury? He could be terrible.
Not even I love Matthew Stafford. Even when he wasn't injured, and Cooper Kupp was there too. It's just when you looked at the stats of who he's throwing the ball to, I think it was like 60% of the time that ball's going to Cooper Kupp, no matter what.
Yes.
And they weren't winning.
I'm almost positive.
They were not winning. I mean, what was their record starting off before Stafford got injured? Like, here, let's take a look.
I don't know. I mean, going back to it though, Vegas is going to be mediocre. Miami's going to be mediocre. New England could be terrible. New England's another one that could be just awful. And I mean, I know like in Bill Belichick we trust and everything, but like I don't know what they're doing. There could be and don't even get me started. Tampa Bay, Tennessee, Washington. The whole bottom 3 of that list that you're sitting in front of, that's the cloudy days right there. They're getting a lot of cloudy days, all right? They're getting storms. Tampa Bay, Tennessee, and Washington. Storms are predicted. Snow.
Oh, yeah.
They're getting fucking snow. All right? They're getting ice. They're getting hail. There's bad times for those teams. They could all be terrible. So I mean, we're talking like there's probably 8 awful teams in this right now, like
it's true. It is true.
I don't know if 3 or 4 wins is the worst in the league this year. I think truly like 1 or 2 wins is the worst in the league this year. So what do you got on the Rams? See researching over there.
I'm working on it. So it looks
You're
like
working on it?
Cooper Kupp got injured. It's looking like November 13th.
Okay.
When did Matt Stafford get injured?
Yeah, I mean the two of them were the difference makers in the Super Bowl. I'm glad both of them got the ring, but man,
Yeah, Stafford got injured. It looks like the 20th was his last game, November 20th. And even
Okay.
with Kupp got injured the week before Stafford got shut down for the year.
mm-hmm.
The last 3 weeks, I mean, when did the season start? Was there week 1 against Arizona? Oh, I guess
Yeah,
no.
it
I guess
seems
it was. I guess it was the 8th. They started against Buffalo. Okay. They lost to Buffalo, which that makes sense. They beat Atlanta. They beat the Cardinals. I mean, those are 2 easy teams last year. They weren't good. Then they lost to San Francisco, lost to Dallas, beat Carolina, lost to San Francisco, lost to Tampa Bay, lost to Arizona. That was with Cooper Kupp and Matt Stafford on the field. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, a lot of those teams were tough. Like Tampa was probably the only weirdish team, but again, like
they should have had at least 2 more wins on here, I think.
yeah, probably 2 more, but still, like that's not changing a whole lot. You know, what did they end with?
So what record did they end with?
Yeah,
Not a good one.
I mean, it was what 6, 7,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. They had 5 wins.
5. Yeah,
And they don't have a draft pick until 20.
So the best
something.
2025, I want to say.
It's a while.
2026, maybe.
It's gonna be a while.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for a Super Bowl, it's all worth it, in my opinion.
Oh, I agree.
I would rather be great for 1 year and terrible for 10.
I agree, 100%.
You know, obviously, I'd rather be great for 7 and mediocre for 3. But
it comes down to the fact that even with Matt Stafford and with Cooper Kupp, they only had 3 wins. You know, against
they
teams
did have a
that
tough schedule because they won the Super Bowl. So strength of schedule, they were probably up there. You know, like I don't know, but this year they could be bad. They could be really, really bad this year.
Who do they add in that's going to help them, you know?
Yeah, exactly. The rest of the NFC West got better. I mean, Seattle got better. Much better.
Aaron Donald's
much better. Arizona got better, you know?
Aaron Donald got another year older. Another year older for Aaron.
And San Francisco, I mean, they'll still be good.
San Francisco has a actual QB1 now. Will he be ready? You don't know.
Yeah.
Do the Rams go and get Trey Lance? Where does Trey Lance go?
Yeah. I mean, just looking at it, like they wouldn't do an interdivisional trade probably, but just looking at it, I mean, the Rams have 6 losses, and that's all within their division this year. Yep. You know, they probably don't beat anybody in their division. Do you think they beat Seattle? Arizona, I think, has their number, right? If I'm not mistaken, they almost always lose to Arizona. They have Seattle, and then they have San Francisco.
They did beat Arizona this last season. They beat them 20-12.
Okay. So they've got 5 losses out of the 6 in their division.
I mean, up into the bye week, they were 3-3, and that was with Stafford and Cooper Kupp there.
The early bye weeks hurt too. The early bye weeks hurt these teams.
They do.
I mean, that's why like week 13 for the Bears is great. Week 6 for the Packers is terrible.
It's true.
Just how I would draw it up.
It's just I think the Rams they're going to be a bottom team for a while. It's going to take a while cuz they probably need to trade Aaron Donald and hopefully maybe get a 2nd or 3rd round pick out of it. If anyone would even give for that, you know?
I mean, that's the thing. Like I also don't think Aaron Donald plays for any other team. Because he was gonna retire at the Super Bowl, right? Like
he retire, yeah. He would retire before going somewhere else. So who can you even trade to get picks? They're just the Rams
just
right
did.
now.
They traded Ramsey. That's it.
Yeah, the Rams right now though are stuck in limbo.
Yeah, they really are.
They don't have anyone that's worth that high of a pick. Ramsey was probably their top guy.
I mean, even Cooper Kupp, you could.
You could, but he's just coming off of an injury and he's another year older. And he's white. White receivers don't last long.
That's a fair play. That's a fair play. That's tough. That's tough. The Rams, they sold it all for the Super Bowl, and I don't think that they're regretting any of it.
I wouldn't regret it at all. If the Bears got another Super Bowl, 100% go for it, because that means you were better than 31 other teams that year. You did something that some teams have never even done yet.
Yeah.
You know? However, now your fans have to live with the fact that you are going to suck for a while. And it's hard when you don't even have that big of a fan base to begin with because you left St. Louis.
Yeah.
Which I think was a terrible idea anyway. I think St. Louis, I hate St. Louis as a city. You know, it's fucking
They're hurting for a football
shit.
team, that's for sure.
They're hurting for a football team. They deserve someone. Someone should go.
I mean, they're loving the XFL team.
Yes, the Battle. They have the highest attendance rating.
Yeah.
Or I think St. Louis Battlehawks, I think their name is.
I believe so, yeah.
They need a team, though. And you know what? If anything, move a team over there. Like, why would you move the Chargers to L.A. again? What do you need another L.A. team? How many teams are in California? Too many.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
And
there's San Francisco.
If Jacksonville's serious about leaving
Florida. There's three.
I know Jacksonville's talked about leaving Florida. If they're serious, St. Louis could use a team. And you'd have a fan base there.
Remember there was talks of Jacksonville coming to Chicago?
Yeah, they're going to take over Soldier Field after the Bears are gone. Like, all right.
Yeah.
Which, even for that to happen, the Bears have to okay it. Another team moving into the vicinity. Which I don't see that happening.
Do the Bears have to okay it, or does the city have to okay it?
I believe it's the Bears.
I thought it was the city. And I thought that was one of the things that was... I think that's one of the things that the mayor was kind of, pushing at and saying, hey, we'll bring Jacksonville in. We'll bring the Jaguars in, right? Be the Chicago Jaguars. Wouldn't that be terrible?
Let's see.
Schedule release is interesting. So go on this year. The AFC is going to be real tough, and the NFC is going to be real easy.
I don't know. I can't find what I was reading before. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. I don't see another team ever moving to Chicago. I don't see it happening. Think
about it, though. The other two biggest cities in the U.S. have two teams. New York and L.A. have two teams.
But
Chicago's next.
One team has... Okay, what team has a big following in L.A.?
Yeah, I think they definitely need to win that over.
Who is the biggest team in L.A.? The 49ers?
I think the Rams... you're talking about in California in general?
In California in general, yeah.
Oh, California's a big state. Yeah, I guess it is the Niners.
I think if you're talking about just Los Angeles, it's a fucking split. It's a fucking split down the middle.
No. I think the Rams have more than the Chargers.
I don't think so. I think the Chargers have more than the Rams because the Chargers were from San Diego. I thought, wasn't there home Rams games too against the Chargers where fans were cheering for the Chargers instead?
Yes, but I think that there were home Chargers games where like half of the stadium was empty.
Let's see, are there... It says here 26% of LA chooses the Rams, which makes them most popular. But how could you be the most popular in LA with only 26%? That's fucking terrible.
Because I think 50% stands on the fence. They don't claim a team. I don't think 50% of LA cares about football. You know?
Yeah.
26% is probably 1% more than it's probably 26-24. Probably 2% more than the Chargers have.
Okay, so then let's go to New York though. You have the Jets and the Giants. I'd argue to say the Giants have a way bigger fucking following than the Jets.
I believe they do. Yeah.
So if you added another team to Chicago, the Bears.
I don't know.
I mean, they had Joe Namath back in the day, you know?
Yeah, but the Giants have been historically much more successful.
I mean, I would assume the Giants have more fans, right?
I don't know. Let's see. It's 50-40 Giants, it looks like. With the remaining 10% just going with the flow. That's what I have
I was
here.
going to say the math did not add up.
Not an accurate source. Not an accurate source at all.
The math did not add up on that.
Not an accurate source, but
50,
it looks
40.
like it's generally
it's
generally Giants, it looks like. I don't think it's way more Giants. It looks like it's generally
Now,
Giants.
who has more fans, the Giants, the Jets, or Buffalo?
It's definitely got to be one of the New York teams.
Buffalo has some
Buffalo.
crazy fucking fans.
Yeah, I think they have crazy fans, but I don't think they have more fans. We're talking numbers, pure numbers. I mean, New York's the second biggest city in the world.
So,
in the
but,
world,
go,
in
but
the
just
country.
US. Yeah, but going off of that, you have the Bears who have played here alone for so long.
Wow. Okay, here we go. Here. This is a good source. We got the Jets play 7th in average home attendance during the 2021 season with 71,676. Meanwhile, the Giants were 4th with an average of 73,882 fans at home games. So it looks like it's relatively split still. They're both top 10 teams in terms of fan base numbers.
Guess so. Where are the Bears ranking that?
I don't know. Let's see.
2021 was not a good year.
It was not. Let me see. What if I just get the whole list? Can I get a list? Probably not. Yeah, I can't find it.
I mean, let's look at the fucking NFL attendance for 2022, you know?
Yeah, that works.
Apparently, highest attendance for average was Dallas, number 1. Number
Yeah,
2
makes
was
sense.
Jets. Number 3 was Giants. And they were 2,000 apart from each other on average. So they're right there neck and neck.
This is what you came for. Fuck the schedule release. We got the
went through the
attendance
schedule.
rankings.
We went through the schedule. Damn, Chicago was 31 out of 32.
Wow.
Only one team lower than
Soldier
Chicago.
Field sucks.
Only one team lower.
And it's the Chargers.
The number 1 overall pick for 2023, the Washington Commanders.
Wow. Okay. All right. Both those fields suck. So it's just the stadiums that are terrible.
Well, Soldier Field is a small stadium in general.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, what, 50,000?
More than
No,
that.
less than that.
More than that.
More? 65?
They average 59,823, so it has to be more than 50.
Oh, okay.
Has to be more than 59,823.
61.5.
Yeah.
So we packed out. Actually, most of the games we packed out.
See, the thing that kills me here is you look at the percentage of the games. San Francisco had 104.6% attendance rate. How the fuck does that work?
I don't know how that works. I'm no statistician.
How could you fit more people in the stadium than allowed? Like outside they were cheering? Is that what they mean? Like tailgaters?
I don't know.
I mean, if you're looking at
can you sell more tickets than you have seats? I don't believe that's a. I don't think that's good business. Sorry, we're at max capacity. Wait, what do you mean? I have a ticket. Sorry, max capacity. What the fuck? Should have gotten here earlier. That'd be rough.
Yeah, that doesn't. Hold on, I gotta figure this out. That doesn't make sense to me.
Right.
That does not make sense to me.
Your favorite statistics fellas over here.
Oh yeah.
Doing mathematics.
Can't look at that. How is that? There we go. Okay. Okay.
Doing the
The
mathematics
NFL
here.
According to Ancora, Frank Cuzucreo, the media analyst,
that doesn't make it credible.
NFL defines capacity as the number of regular seats, regular luxury seats, and obstructed seats. So how can you get over capacity? By a
We're
rule.
talking press boxes.
by rule, for every 2 luxury seats, a team may add an additional temporary seat. So if a box had 20 seats, the team can add 10 temporary. These bonus seats are not counted toward general capacity. A few stadiums, most notably Jerry World, have standing room and temporary seats. This is also not counted towards the capacity total. Additionally, a handicapped patron in the handicapped seating area and 1 additional seat for an able-bodied companion is not counted towards capacity. The NFL also reduces capacity with certain tarp blacked out areas in some underperforming stadiums. Playoff games usually allow for tarp to be removed, so that game might exceed capacity. Okay. So they don't count the temporary seating.
So they are packing out. Who was that? The Niners, you said?
Niners have the number 1 at 104.6%.
Woof. They're selling as many tickets as humanly possible. That's wild.
Yep.
I mean, you could probably only hit 105%.
I'm really curious. The number 1 road team last year, most tickets sold on the road, was Cincinnati.
Yeah, I could see that. The Bears are probably up there, huh?
Chicago were number 15, dead in the middle.
Okay, all right.
Worst on this list was Green Bay.
No way. Green Bay doesn't travel?
Not well. Not compared to other teams.
Wow. I would not have expected that, I don't think. I mean...
I'm glad. Good for them.
Interesting.
I mean, percentage-wise, away and home is San Francisco. Second place, percentage-wise, for road is Buffalo.
Yeah.
Third is Kansas
Buffalo
City.
travels.
Buffalo, Kansas City travel. That makes sense.
Yeah. I would travel if my team was good, too.
Would you? So when the Bears go 15-2, you're gonna come fly over here for a game?
Absolutely, yeah.
All right, if you say so.
I'll fly anywhere for a game. Shit.
Super Bowl?
Dude, if we go to the Super Bowl, I will get a fucking new mortgage on my house. 100%. 100%.
We're live right now, so you're willing to go down and say that you will buy tickets to the Super Bowl if the Bears make it.
I would really debate it. I would talk with my better half and really debate it.
You're backing off the ledge a little bit.
I would really debate it, and I'm telling you, if it was a Bears-Chiefs Super Bowl, my better half would agree.
Yes. Judas, she's a Chiefs fan. She doesn't live in misery like us. She's not even that. She's a bandwagon Chiefs fan.
You know what? She just learned football. We'll see what happens when the Chiefs are terrible. We'll see.
It's not going to be for a while, unfortunately. Unless Patrick Mahomes tears both his hamstrings and the NFL decide to let him play like a man instead of babying every call he gets. But, besides that.
I don't think he gets babied that bad. I mean, we know the ones who really get babied.
Well, there's one team. They don't travel well, from what I've heard. They don't travel well. They don't travel well at all.
I wonder if Jordan Love is gonna get all the calls now too, or what if it's just Aaron Rodgers and it just travels? The refs just travel to New York with him.
I mean, the Jets have already had a good chance with Sauce Gardner, so
that's true. That's true. They've got some they've got some money slipping out of the pockets,
Oh yeah. Anyway, though, this was the Third Down Show.
Third Down Show.
It ended up being on Thursday. Ended up being on Thursday again. If you we'll you could find the link online to this. It's on Twitter. You can find it wherever. If you're able to read it, that's fine. Because I tried to move out of the way a little bit. You can pause it.
Go ahead and just go to my Twitter right here. Go to my Twitter, all right? And you'll see that it got retweeted by me. Right here.
It'd be really funny if my hand came through your screen. It's like, but yeah. Hope you could comment what you guys think, your record, what your team is, who you think is gonna be the best, the worst, all that, how you're feeling, what you had for breakfast, what you're eating for dinner, and what type of sex position you're into. It doesn't matter. We'll answer it. We'll give you a thumbs up. Say, hey man, it's all right. Do what you want to do.
Hey, missionary's good.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta keep it normal. Anyway, here's my Twitter, my Instagram. It's all that. There's Nick's. Up there, you go.
Yep.
Third Down Show right there, which
Third Down Show right here.
As you've seen, we retweet everything, retweet, all that. You can figure it out. Any questions, let us know. Any comments, points of concern, whatever you want, let us know. This was the Third Down Show, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good day, everybody. I gotta end it. There we go. All right, goodbye.